champions. Happy Monday morning, coming to you live from the 5 a.m. club, where we get up early and we conquer our morning to own our day. TGIM. Thank God it's Monday. Thank God we get another chance to accomplish our goals and our dreams. And this is a special Monday, folks. Why is it special? This is my favorite holiday week. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. And because it is, it's easy for me to talk to clients about it, right? So I'm going to kind of walk you through that, but in a way that you understand how it is, right? So with our clients, if I'm on the phone with one, I always talk about, I bring up Thanksgiving, and I'll ask them questions and stuff, but my little throw-in comments that are really meant to get them to start talking is, yeah, Ms. Jones, Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday because really it's all centered around, family. It's not about presents or buying people things or, having big parties or anything like that, right? And if they start talking, I let them go. And if they don't, I say, I love it because it's just about sitting around the table, breaking bread with the people that you love the most. And that's true. That's really why I love it. But you can see why that is trying to get them to talk. And normally, especially seniors, right? My parents have been asking me about Thanksgiving forever, right? They want to see me. They want to see the grandkids. They don't see us as much as they used to. Those types of conversations. And so what you're trying to do is you're trying to get Mr. and Mrs. Jones to talk about that, right? And you're trying to get them to agree with you and say, absolutely, I always look forward to this time of year because it allows me, I get to spend time with so-and-so or my grandkids or this or that. That's feeding you what you need to know, and then you can then ask those follow-up questions. Oh, so you're going over to your son's? No, he comes over here. Or yeah, we're trying to go over there, or can't afford it this year, whatever. Okay. So, if they've got multiple kids, why your son? Or, how many grandkids do you have? 12. My goodness. I bet it's tough to even keep up with all the names, So again, you're trying to probe additional questions. Why? Because you're trying to get to the root of what the need is. And the need is how much they love their family, right? And Thanksgiving is all about family and those that they love and being thankful for them. So therefore, that is why this week, every single year, I think if I go back and look at my production reports for like 7 straight years, was one of my best weeks of the year. Like, we're talking record AP, and I still took Thursday to spend time with my family, right? But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, those were the best times. Why? One, because it genuinely is my favorite holiday, so it's genuinely easy for me to discuss. And then 2, the phone just doesn't ring that much for our clients. A lot of companies, even the scammers, right, might be closed this week. And so therefore, it is easier to get through. It's easier to get somebody to answer. It was easier for me to follow up with all of my existing clients and referrals and get everybody on the phone, and my lost business report would answer, and all of these things. And so I just knew I could have a really good week, and that momentum carried me into December, into the end of the year, so that I could finish strong and finish where I wanted to. So on this Monday, I really wanted to encourage everybody to focus on that, right? And then the other thing that I think I'm pretty good at, and this was just Rory constantly kind of Mr. Miyagiing me as I grew up in my career here, is the concept of don't take a vacation before the vacation, right? Don't take a vacation after the vacation. Thanksgiving is important to me. It's important to me. It's important to my family. It's important. You know what that doesn't require? It doesn't require me to miss anything. You'll still see my face Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Right? So you are going to see me be just as focused and engaged those days. What often happens is missing one day this week isn't going to change anything, especially if you're focused on picking it up on Saturday. What is going to change is if you start to justify in your head, oh, I need to take off all day Wednesday to get an outfit and to cook and to do this and to do that, right? If you don't have at least, talk about all the buckets, but if you don't have at least 3 months worth of bills saved up, you can't afford to take Wednesday off, to take Friday off, to take Saturday. You can't afford that right now. And the beautiful thing about SLS is that's what we're trying to help you do, is be able to have that freedom. But you've got to put in the time, energy, and effort now, right? And do what others aren't willing to do today to have what others don't have tomorrow. If over 90% of the country doesn't even have $1,000 saved, it's because they aren't willing to do today what you are willing to do. So let's put that energy, effort into today, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Let's have a fantastic week. Let's have a fast start Monday. Be on the national call, 7:45. And then get right to the phones and you put 100% focus and energy in so that you can then be thankful for those people that matter most to you, as I am on Thursday. See everybody on the national call soon. I'm out. Woo!